Morning, New Tech, and welcome to your daily news.
Who gives the news? We give the news!
This week we look at what's trending on social media.
TikTok has come under fire lately as many schools and government agencies have banned its use on their networks. Most are citing privacy and security concerns with this Chinese-owned company. TikTok announced its own limitations last week so that anyone 18 and younger will have limited screen time. According to TikTok, they are implementing changes to help teens manage their time on TikTok. Every account belonging to TikTok users under 18-year-old will soon automatically set to a 60-minute daily screen limit, the company said. So tell us, what do you think about the new changes on TikTok?
Are you a fan of video games? Do you want to test your skills against your fellow students? If so, then you should get involved in the growing trend of esports. Esports, also known as electronic sports, is a competitive video game at professional level. It is becoming increasingly popular among students, and many schools are now offering esports team and competition. Here we take a look at our very own New Tech High School esports team. Esports, we have a few questions to ask you about the program and about yourself. Okay, first one. What are some of your current goals for the New Tech esports team?
I think to win anything that we can, right? There are a lot of competitions that we're in. There's district level competitions, which our goal is always to win first place in any of those, no matter what the title is, Smash Bros. League or Rocket League. And we have a few opportunities for state level competitions as well, where it's the same thing. We qualify. Our goal is to qualify for playoffs. Ultimate goal is to win the state title championship, and if able, proceed to the national championship.
All right, then next one. How would you describe your coaching style from just in general?
So it's a really, I would say, unique and different in the style of typical esports coaches that you might see. Esports is relatively new, right? But I've pretty much been competing in a lot of other things other than esports my entire life, so I bring a lot of aspects of, especially like football, basketball, baseball, soccer, and just physical sports. So I bring a lot of aspects that I have learned from there, and I kind of apply it to esports, whether it's a mentality thing or whether it's a routine kind of thing. I think that's one of the things that I have integrated into my coaching style.
And then, what are the team practices like?
So it depends on what game, because there's a lot of different styles of games, right? So Smash Bros, you're going to have a lot of people fighting 1v1s, and what's going to happen is they're going to give feedback almost every match, and they're going to tell you, hey, you need to work on this and this and that. So either at the beginning of the next practice or at the end of the practice that we're currently in, they'll go back into the training room and work on those things and do what's called labbing. Whereas Rocket League, they do like 15 minutes of warm-up in the training room by themselves, and then they go into casual games or competitive games, and a lot of them is working with each other, because that's a team-based game, right? So you have to have these three people working consistently together to get as many matches, as much playing time in together, so they can learn how to play off of each other. And League of Legends, well, it's such a long game that we expect the players to kind of practice specific things on their own, whereas we can go over team-based things because that's a team of 5, team-based things here. And that kind of leads to just, again, building that chemistry, figuring out things as we go along as a team.
Today we're here with Jared, one of the captains of the Smash team. We have a few questions to ask you about the program, and know about Smash also. Mm-hmm. So, what made you choose a game and play it?
Well, when I was in middle school during my 8th grade, whenever I had free time, the game had just dropped, and then the Switch is like a very mobile console. So I just take it around with Smash that had just dropped, and I just play with my friends whenever I had time. And then I went to high school, and then within like the first couple of weeks, I was asked if I played the game, and I was like, okay, this is my opportunity to take it seriously. So I did.
How was your first esports program tournament experience? What you gained from it? What did you how was the vibe?
Well, my first tournament was where I saw my potential. I had played my character, competitively for about 6 weeks prior, and even my teammates back then, the seniors during my freshman year, told me that they didn't expect much of me. I was just like a random kid that happened to join the team. I ended up getting the second highest placement out of the New Tech team, and overall at the tournament I got 9th place out of 160 or so students.
What made you become interested in becoming an esports coach?
I didn't have esports when I was in high school, and I thought that it was really cool that the school did, especially with the game that I'm very familiar with. So, I wanted to kind of give the kids the experience that I didn't have.
What is your overall goal if you're trying to accomplish with the League of Legends team?
To see them drastically improve, at the same time be open to different play styles, and at the end of the year be number one.
Good morning, Mr. Deluxe. I am Dangerous Smith. I am with the News Tech Phoenix Group, and I would like to ask you a question about esports.
Sure thing.
What is your routine, or what mechanics do you work on during practice with players?
Yeah, especially with our new players, we've been working on a lot of individual practice with certain mechanics. I have a lot of our JV team working on what's called short hop, fast fall, RAR, bear, which is a specific sequence of inputs so they can get that muscle memory down and be able to use it.
What is your overall goal you're trying to accomplish with the Smash team?
Yeah, so last semester at the district tournament, we were the only school that got top 3 in multiple games, and we got top 3 in every game. So this time, we're going to try to win all 3 games.
How would you describe your coaching style?
So I would say that I try to understand what the habits of players are and help them realize how to have conversations about what they're thinking about, things like that, and then help them identify what they can practice on their own and be able to give feedback to one another.
With that, we're done. I hope after all this information from our coaches and a couple of our team members, you think about joining the esports team or even just attending a couple of tournaments and helping support us. Thanks for watching.
Who gives the news?
We give the news!